flexible. Marcello comes in and wheels a gigantic buffet cart into the studio while we're setting up. We both yell at him. He feels terrible. We feel terrible. Dennis has to wait in there with Joe from Bone TV.
Joe's a great guy. I'm sure they bonded a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
Can we guess what type of music Dennis listens to?
Yeah, for sure. I've got him. I got it. I think I nailed it. Like a couple of artists in his iPod. If iPods are still a thing. All right. Everybody gets a guess, by the way.
Okay.
Yes or no, Dennis Hernandez, attorney at law, 855-LAW. Dennis is his number. Jimmy Buffett would be found in your playlist.
I like Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, nailed it.
I was going to say, and only because I'm taking a hint from earlier, we were talking, and he said he likes motorsports. I'm going to say, surprisingly, Dennis Hernandez enjoys country music.
I do. I listen to country music.
Right, very good.
That's
Michael
true.
Rotunda? Now, you'll notice John went for a whole genre. I picked an artist. John went for an entire...
Okay, I'll go ahead and say...
No, you've already...
Well, I did, yeah.
I feel like you're a Jimi Hendrix guy. We both
I
picked
love Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Actually, my son and I are playing guitar now. Something I've gotten into. Yesterday, we picked one up at the music store, but I've been getting him to play those kinds of bluesy stuff, Jimi Hendrix.
Man, I'll tell you, to teach a kid the beauty of Jimi Hendrix. I remember my son asked me if I would buy him a Jimi Hendrix T-shirt when he was like 9 years old. And I said, I have completed my job here as a father. I have turned you on to one of the greatest musicians on the planet.
Yep.
Hendrix is something special. Nice job, Mike. What made you look at successful attorney Dennis Hernandez and go, that's a Hendrix guy?
I don't know. He's just cool like Jimi Hendrix. He just channels
Oh,
that
wow.
vibe.
That was so nice. Thank you
He
so
does
much.
have some swag about him, I will say that. He carries himself in a way that you would think he likes Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are laying it on thick.
Yeah.
What is it that you wanted?
Well, you're already a title sponsor for Down to Bowl.
I love it.
We've
Yeah.
gotten everything
Yeah.
out of you we need.
Yeah.
So.
And you
I love
already
it.
agreed to let me take the Ferrari for a spin tomorrow.
Absolutely.
So we're good.
Absolutely. I've got insurance on it, so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
But you can drive it, no problem.
Definitely driving around that area,
Yeah.
too, because you just tool that thing up and down Armenia.
Yeah.
It's not a stick, right?
No.
It is a stick, right, isn't it?
No, it's not a stick.
Oh.
It has paddle shifters on it, but you can drive it in automatic.
Talk to me about paddle shifters. I don't even know what those are.
No? They're the
No.
paddles that are on the back of a steering wheel that you can shift up and down manually to first or second, and move up the gears.
My Volkswagen, which don't laugh at me, has a Passat has one of those, but I accidentally hit it sometimes, and then I find out I'm in first gear and I'm going 30 miles per hour, and I freak out.
I do the same thing.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Look at that. We're common bond. That's the only similarities between us automobile-wise. Thank you very much on behalf of all of us. We had an idea about a year ago, me and Brian Kelly over there. We wanted to do something for the Down Syndrome Association, and we didn't know what it was. My nephew was born with Down syndrome, and he's one of my favorite people on the planet. He really changed me and the way I think and the way I see the world, and I really felt the opportunity to do a lot when it comes to advocating and getting people to kind of clean up their speech a little bit when it comes to how we use certain words. And Brian said, look, this cause means a lot to you. Why don't we sit down and figure out a lane for you to kind of showcase that? And I said, great. What do we do? I don't know. You know Anthony from Pin Chasers. What about bowling? The next thing you know, a year later, Down to Bowl is tomorrow, and you're one of our title sponsors, and I really, really appreciate that. You've really helped make this event already a success, and it hasn't even started yet.
Well, I appreciate that, Drew, but the real person who's done this is you, because you put together an awesome program here. And, for many years, my son has Downs. He's 12 years old, and he's the coolest kid. But for many years, Tampa has not really had anything. The Tampa Bay area has not had any real support for the Down syndrome. They do for other special needs, such as autism. They do a wonderful job with autism. But Downs, for some reason, has not been spotlighted, and you have really done a wonderful thing here. I'm personally very grateful to.
Thank you. And I got to give props to Craig Woodward, the president of the Down Syndrome Association. You'll hear me say this tomorrow, but he just brought me to their gala just to give me a community award, and he started talking to me, and then he emailed me a couple weeks later, and he said, hey man, what would you think about taking a board position? And I'm a guy who I like doing the grunt work of things. I like being on the ground level, where I can actually do the work. I don't like board meetings. They tend to run long, and people talk too much.
Right.
But I said, all right, it's a cause that means a lot to me. What the hey, why not? So to be able to do that and to see how it's going to serve, they do so much work with Down syndrome families in the area, and helping them out when the kids are in the hospital because of other ailments and stuff. They get them gift cards. So it's honestly an honor and a privilege to be able to heighten the focus of Down syndrome and the families affected by it in the area. So thank you for saying that. That means a lot.
Absolutely. We do a float every year during the children's parade for special needs. So if anyone has children with special needs, they can call my office, get on the list. It's obviously free.
Awesome.
And we have a lot of fun. We usually fit about 30 or 40 kids on the float. It's a lot of fun. Yeah,
what an
we dress
experience.
them up and everything.
That's great. So you're bringing your son tomorrow?
Yes, I am.
Oh man, I'm bringing my nephew's coming up from Orlando, and I know a lot of the Down Syndrome Association families are coming too. This is going to be a special day of bowling, fundraising, fun, and fellowship. By the way, we are officially, Dennis. I'm a transparent guy. I'm pretty authentic. About 3 weeks ago, I was freaking out. I looked at the sign-up sheet. We were sitting in a promo meeting, and I saw we had like 12 lanes sold out of 50. And I said, this first year, and everybody's like, oh, it's the first year, don't worry about it. I'm like, no, I need this to be better than it is. Mike Calta started really heavily promoting it. A bunch of other people started sponsoring lanes. And before you know it, we got a sold-out freaking event tomorrow. You can't buy a spot. You can't buy a lane sponsorship. You can show up, make a $20 donation to the Down Syndrome Association, and you can hang out with us. But we've already, I think, achieved everything we set out to do, man, and I couldn't be happier about it. And again, you were instrumental in that, and thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. And, even the $20 sponsorships, if they can come in there, it would be very helpful.
Of course.
Yeah, they're wonderful, wonderful children.
Yeah, it's anybody who's never spent time around anyone with Down syndrome. John, you watched that movie, The Peanut Butter Falcon, with Zach.
I'm going to watch that again tonight,
Yeah.
I think, actually. That, when I watched it, I think became one of my favorite movies of all time.
He is literally like my son. You'll see tomorrow.
No way, really?
I swear.
Oh,
like
that
when he
kid's
said,
great.
I'm not inviting you to my birthday party,
Yeah.
my son says that all the time. If he gets mad about something, you're not going to his birthday party. I don't care if it's 11 months in advance of the birthday party.
I would imagine he throws some pretty sweet birthday parties, too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Usually like Batman.
Yeah.
Real Batman.
Yeah.
Real Batman.
Not like Michael Keaton or Christian Bale. He
Yeah.
brings in the legit Batman
guy.
that
Yeah.
exists. And so, if you've never spent time around that community, I'd urge you to come out to Pin Chasers in Midtown tomorrow and see what it's all about. It'll warm your heart, and you're going to look around and just see so many people having fun, and that's what the day is all about. Are you a bowler?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can get it usually about halfway down the lane
Yeah.
before it goes in the gutter.
All right.
But I wouldn't say I'm that great.
We'll get you up to speed.
No,
We'll,
I'm
we'll do some
terrible.
pointers.
I was really thinking about how bad I'm going to be. I hope nobody's hoping that I'm going to be good tomorrow.
No hopes whatsoever.
Okay,
If
good.
we could put the pins in the gutter instead,
Oh,
I could probably push a few back.
Okay.
we'll look to do that next year. This year we're going to keep them as is. I mean, we have a lot of moving pieces.
All right, I'll use the rails.
Again, it's 855-LAW. Dennis is your number. The website is DennisHernandez with a Z.com. He is a Harvard Law graduate, born and raised right here in Tampa, Florida. Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Chamberlain High School.
Nice.
And I was born in Tampa General. My office is less than 3 miles away. So I always tell people I didn't get very far.
Dude, that's got to be an incredible feeling, though, to work 3 miles from the hospital where you came in the world.
Yeah, what's really cool about it is when I was in high school at Chamberlain, I was driving down Kennedy one day, and I swear I saw this building I'm in right now, and I thought, that is the most beautiful building that I've seen. I'd love to have something like that. And in fact, it won like an award architecturally for buildings in Florida under a certain number of square feet. And I actually had an opportunity to buy it, so it's amazing.
That had to be one of those oh my gosh moments when you were able to buy that building, because it's a culmination of your childhood dreams. Like, I'm going to get that building one day, and you got that building.
Yeah, right
Look
here
at
in
you.
Tampa. Yeah.
When did you know you wanted to be an attorney? Were you in high school and you're like, I want to, this is what I want to do for a living?
I think it was probably the third time I was taken into juvie. I said, man, I gotta do something here. These attorneys' fees are just racking up. So
I don't know. Is that true?
No, it's
okay. I was
not
going to
true.
say,
I'm just kidding. I'm
'cause
just
you might
kidding.
be. I'm like, that could be true. That's not true.
It could be true. That's true. Very true. But So I think the defining moment for me was when my mother said, I don't care what you do in life. I just want you to do the very best you can. If you're a garbage man, be the very best garbage man that you can be. But whatever you do, son, please don't become a lawyer. And when she said that, I thought, that's got to be a sign.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I didn't have to think about careers after that.
Good. Yeah, no, and I'm the same way. Anytime my mom would be like, I love that outfit, I'm like, well, I've chosen horribly. And if she was like, oh, my God, you're not leaving the house with that, I'm like, well,
That's what
good.
you're
This
going
is
with,
the right one, right? Same thing with women, although that did later bite me in the butt.
Me too.
Dennis Hernandez is here. He is the title sponsor for Down to Bowl, which is tomorrow at Pin Chasers. Man, it was really great spending time with you. I appreciate
Thank
you coming in
Thank
and
you
brighten our world. Great shirt, by the way. You like that shirt?
That is.
I like that
Yeah,
shirt a
that is
lot.
a sweet
Sweet shirt right
I
there.
appreciate
If a
it.
man may compliment another man on his clothing, on his
And
attire.
they may,
And
especially here.
And they may. Right. This is a healthy environment for that. But we really appreciate you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very
Thank you
much.
so much.
Absolutely.